All right. Welcome to Broadfield Liquid Lunch. Jim's out this week, so I'm going to be doing the show. Gary Battan, president of Broadfield Distributing. I know Jim likes to have a craft beer. I'm more a bourbon guy, so I'm going to cook this one off with a little Michter's Rye,
Nice.
especially since Billions is back on, and that's what they drink on Billions, if you ever watch that show. And if we could get the camera over here on here, Jim, because the real star of the show is this little camera right here. This is the Advanced Image Robotics remote PTZ camera tracking system. It is not a PTZ camera, it is actually a Z-Cam camera that is mounted on a whole system that we're going for a solution. And we feel this is an incredibly exciting opportunity to bring to you, our dealers. Why? Simple. Because it's not something that's out there that we get a lot of demand for. And we've been selling PTZ cameras for years. It's a great, fantastic business. One of the requests we get all the time is, I need a better camera. I need a real camera. I want a cinema level camera. And you guys, Kevin, have delivered that. So Kevin is on the show. Kevin, welcome aboard.
Morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If I start slurring my words, I apologize, but we play it real here. So I'm going to jump right into what is this fully integrated remote production system, Kevin. The number one thing you keep telling me all the time is what you're not.
We're not a camera company, right? It's like the Dow isn't defined by what it is; it's defined by what it's not. And so, really, the robot that we built around the camera here, what it does is it enables an entire cloud computing solution that radically changes the workflow for the front end of live video production. That's what we're about. We're about making live video production better, making it simpler, making it radically less expensive in the way that we do things.
Now,
go ahead.
The next screen is just a quick screen to go over, who you guys are. And this will be available more in a deck. We'll be doing some more involved stuff. But I just want to let people know you guys are a startup. You're right now, where are you located?
We're in San Diego, California.
Cool. And what we've got Nick and Kevin on the show today. Kevin's the main face of the show. We've got Nick doing some technical stuff in the background. He's operating this camera over here. And in fact, there is a camera by you guys, which I am going to get to operate a bit later in the show to show everyone how this is going. So let's talk about what we really have here. This is an integrated cinematic camera with PT Robotics, affordable, scalable REMI solution. Now, let's talk about the camera a little bit, just so, because it is the camera that's there. That's the Z-Cam. It's a well-known camera. This isn't the only camera that'll ever work with you guys, but you got to start somewhere with something. So talk a little bit about this little puppy.
Yeah, we went to market with the Z-Cam, and I believe we shipped with the M4 there. But really, any of the Z-Cam models will fit into our robot and work with our robot. But our eventual goal is to be camera agnostic, right? So we are currently discussing integration with several other high-end cinematic digital cinema cameras to integrate into our device. We've got 3 or 4 others that we're talking to right now that will be integrated soon along. But really, we love the Z-Cam. It is a great piece of kit. It delivers a lot of bang for the buck, and we couldn't say enough good things about it. They've been a great partner for us as well.
And once again, to stress, you're not a camera company, you're a solution company, and your solution is a whole platform for remote production. So let's give a high level look. Here's the robotic, camera rig. You can see when it was going before, how smooth it is, how silky it is. We're getting autofocus, we're getting focus pull, we're getting panning, we're getting zooming. But there's other components too. There's the app, which lets you control everything. There's a cloud for prep, and there's a cloud for production. So go over how that whole solution works together on the 10,000 foot view.
The 10,000 foot view it's a 3-piece solution, right? So you've got the robot built around the camera. You set the robot up, you plug it in. All you need is power and Ethernet, and it automatically connects to our cloud. And then from there, you can control it from anywhere in the world using an iPad app, and we'll be able to demo that in a little bit here. So if you can do this, you can control a high-end camera very, very, very precisely. And then we've done some presets and other things as well on the app as well. But really the beauty of this as well is the whole cloud portion of this. So on the front end, we've delivered a thing where you can we make it really easy to set up a shoot. You can do it in hours rather than days. And then on the back end, we've integrated a growing suite of off-the-shelf apps that make it easy to do any type of live production and then stream out to any CDN. So this is the high-level map of what we do. Really on the front end. So we take all of the stuff that you're typically doing manually, and we make that super easy to do, plug and play. In the middle part there, all those apps that we're used to using for live production, we create an orchestration layer around that so you can utilize them from one pane of glass. So really, you're setting this up, you're plugging it in, off you go, you're streaming out to YouTube or wherever else you want to go.
Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I know we want to talk about what's in the camera package first, but let's go to this overhead camera because I'm just a dork who likes playing with technology. So I am right now, this is a camera that's on your offices right now. So I just want to show just basically, I'm going to start controlling this camera.
And Gary, where are you today?
I'm in good old-fashioned Long Island, Mineola.
You're in Long Island. We're out here in San Diego. So literally opposite ends of the country, corner to corner. And you're controlling that camera in our office in real time.
That's correct. And I know people are seeing, I want to make sure that people understand what you're seeing right here on the iPad is the control interface. The video is actually, if we wanted to stream this, perfectly smooth, going out nicely. So let's go back to this package is a little complex to understand, but if you get it in your hands, you realize it's not. So you're basically, Mr. Dealer, selling to your customer a $10,000 all-included solution that comes with everything in a carry case that you need. You're getting the robot, you're getting the CPU, you're getting the Zcam, you're getting lenses. This is all in the case. And you're even including the iPad that I just played with. Isn't that correct?
That's correct. So all of that fits right into the case there. You can put this into an overhead carry-on bin. We've done it several times, and really take it wherever you want to go. We've designed the case as well. It's top loading. So you grab one of those arms of the robot, it automatically drops and just really smooth, easy in and out. And it's just a beautiful piece of design and kit. We're quite proud of that.
So it's really like no assembly required. Of course, initially you've got to balance it, as anyone who's ever used one of these rigs types knows. But you could take it anywhere with you. So this was really thought of something that would be going from place to place to place. So for dealers, you want to think about your customers who might be producing shows from multiple locations on the road, people who do events, people who do concerts, people who are doing sports, people who are doing, there's so many markets for this product, and I think even high-end house of worship. But I'm really impressed in that it's so listen, I know how to use everything that we sell because I'm a tech geek. That doesn't mean I'm good at it. But if someone actually knows what they're doing and takes some time to play with the app, you can really get some very down to minute detail control of this amazingly powerful cinema camera.
Yeah. So if we can swing around and see the back of that robot that you got next to you there, one of the things you'll see is that there is an e-ink display on the back of it. And so that it's got a scan code on it. So one of the cool things, the way we've designed the system is I can preset up my shoot, and then my tech gets there, opens the box, scans that barcode on the back, knows exactly where to set up the camera. So there's no question at all of where to go.
All right. And one of the things I want to talk about that's important is that you guys are a startup. This is early in the technology game for this, but this is a product that's been through a lot of its paces. And what we now have, we're calling the charter program. And these are production level units that we're letting out into the market for people to be early adopters, to get to see what this technology is all about. The charter program, from you, Mr. Dealer, you can use this charter opportunity to actually get your hands on a unit for your own engineering team to beat on. If you're a big system integrator, I'm sure you want to have your engineering guys bless it before you design into these systems. But also, if you're a VAR or local reseller who thinks you have an opportunity, this is a great way to get your customer in early at a big savings. So if we could bring this screen up full size and you could explain what that charter program is, because I think a lot of companies do stuff like this, but they don't do it with the channel able to make full margin, and you are.
Right. And not only that, Gary, but I want to start as well that not just a startup. We're a startup of people that have a great combination of skill sets and have done a lot of this stuff before. I've got a background of 25 years in enterprise tech. I've built stuff for some of the biggest brands in the world. My co-founder has 30 years of live production and production experience and 11 Emmys. We've got a CTO who's built cybersecurity solutions for the U.S. government. We've got a COO who used to run the emerging technologies division at Jabil, the third largest contract manufacturer in the world. So we've got people that really understand the industry, they understand technology and how to build it. And we've been working on this for a couple of years. We've been testing it for a couple of years. So you've really got a production level solution here that's good to go out of the box. And if you bring up the charter slide again, we'll talk through that.
Yep.
We do want to get these out there right now. So what we're offering for broad field dealers is there's 20% of MSRP now through the end of the year. So get this out there, get those orders in there, and we'll honor those, right? You're going to get early access to any of the new features that we develop. One of the cool things about this being a cloud-based solution is that we can roll stuff out as it goes. So you're going to get more of the AI features, more of the software updates, more of the training videos as we get them. The Air Cloud portion of this. So there is a SaaS part of this solution. Your buyers are going to get 6 months of that for free. So typically that runs at $75 per month per camera. There's an hourly run rate as well. You're going to get 20% off of that. So you'll be able to do switching and comms and whatnot on a lower basis. You can get premium air support. We're going to give you Nick's personal cell phone number. That's a bit of a joke, but you are going to get that level of support from us. We want to know what issues you're having them, when you're having them, so that we can help you resolve them and we can make this even a better solution than it already is. And then you're going to get some cool swag and some cool lifetime sort of preferential treatment just for being a member of our charter program. Some of the swag we offer is that you can see that graphic there. We've got some cool T-shirts that are real quite popular at the shows, but that design was actually done by a concert artist who did Jimmy Buffett's last poster for his last live show ever. So there's a bit of connection there, and you've got it's not only cool, it's super valuable.
And the thing I want to stress here is
nudge.
A lot of the dealers in our channel who are in the cinema game, the cinema level cameras, have seen programs like this, but they're never included in them. Typically, it's between the company and directly for a handful of a few people who get in early based on a message board or a select email, or only one dealer has access to it. We're opening this up to our whole channel. This is a chance to get in on the ground floor or something. Like I said, it's great if you have a customer you think you can pitch to and get in early. That's fantastic. But also, I encourage you, if you think this is an opportunity for you as a dealer, get one in-house. Take advantage of all the free, access and the discounts, and learn and use this product yourself. Because I think if you learn this product and get confident in it and have that same holy wow that I did when I first got to play with this thing, you're going to realize this is opening up an entirely new market opportunity for you. Yes, you're selling PTZ cameras. Yes, you're selling cinema cameras. Now sell a remote robotic camera that is a consistent solution all in one. You're not putting pieces together yourself from 18 different people. This is all in one, all included, not only the camera and the hardware that controls it all, but actually the software that it runs on and the REMI production. So great job with this. It's the charter program, 20% of MSRP. So it's normally $9,995. It's $7,995, and you get all your standard discounts as a dealer. Plus, you get these extra free and bonus goodies, and plus you get the opportunity to really get in on the ground floor of a new emerging market that we think you guys are going to be the leader of. And that's why we're so happy to be running point for you with this. And we think our dealers should really take advantage of this. Call your Broadfield rep to learn more about this. And not only does this come with, you were joking, Nick's access, but if you want to get in the charter program, we will get you a call for training for all your staff with the guys from AIR immediately. We're really taking this seriously. We want you to be influential evangelists for this product, and we're going to make sure you love it and that your customers love it as well. So here's a great opportunity to get it. You could sell it to your customers at a discount, full price, whatever you decide to do. It's a great opportunity. And we're just very excited to be able to bring something like this to the channel and include the channel. So thank you very much.
Likewise, and Gary, let me add to that. I'm a channel guy. I built my career on working with channels, and I want to take care of the channel, right? So that's part of the reason why we're offering this and why we want to work hard for these guys. But I should mention as well that will be a residual for the channel on the SaaS portion of this. We haven't quite figured out what it is yet, but we want to be sure that the people that are doing business for us, that are helping us, are getting rewarded for that.
Awesome. And let's bring this slide up full screen, because we know what we want to charge the end users for this. There will be a residual, yes, a profit. We're working on that, carving out, finding out the best way. The channel will be included in these residuals. And this is the kind of thing where if you sell this unit to a production company, to a rental company, to a company that does events or sports, you have a chance to not only make money on the initial sale, but you might have a revenue stream for months or years, and it can really add up. So when you look at the cloud switching, comms on demand, $50 an hour. Well, if someone's doing a show once a week that's a 2-hour show, figure they're buying 3 hours, you don't have some setup time and some post time. That's a constant stream of revenue. You're going to get your piece of it. We're figuring out the exact best way to transact that. The commitment from Kevin and from Broadfield is that the channel will be included, and we're really excited about that. But that's also one of the reasons why we're doing this charter program, because we want to get a feel for what package people want, and this is our best guess at what people are going to want. But if 5 of you guys come back and say, if you added this to this and took this away and made a different change, the point of this is to not just get people having their hands on it, but to learn the use cases and what's the best way to create a SaaS model that is lucrative and worthwhile for the dealers, but also affordable and enticing for the end customer. So I think we're going to get there. I'm very excited. I wanted you to see this slide just because this is just the surface of what's potentially there on the SaaS model for one of these things.
Blow that up for me, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a monthly connect fee on the cameras, right? So you're getting the remote control, the distance control on that. You're getting 500 gigabytes of cloud storage per camera on that. There's a media asset management module to the cloud as well. You're going to get, and then on the hourly side of it, you've got the cloud switching that works very well. We've run that from coast to coast as well, with our operators saying it's the same as being in the same room with the cameras, right? There's no latency on that. It works very, very well. Well, there is latency, but it's undetectable. But then as well as that, the comms package that we're using was done by another hot startup that we partnered with. Developed specifically for musicians jamming together during COVID, but it is unbelievably perfect. There is just no perceptible latency at all. So you're talking as if we're in the same room rather than talking over each other. And then down below, like I said, we're enterprise people. We like big deals. If people come to us and they want a package, they've got a big client or whatnot, we'll work that out. We will make that happen because that's what we want. We want more robots out there. We want recurring revenue happening, and we want to take care of the people that help us make that happen. The middle part in the V truck, we're looking at doing a daily rental type service. We haven't figured that out yet, but that's just kind of on the board there as a possibility.
Very cool. We're very excited. So let's do like the big summary on this before we get into the product demo. And this product demo, since I'm part of the people doing the demo, is not an in-depth, talented product demo. This is a, hey, look how cool this is kind of demo. And if you want to learn more, we can give you additional demos, but most importantly, get into the charter program. Get your hands on one of these. Once you actually get to play with it, you're going to have the same aha moment. So it's a fully integrated remote production package for live events, scalable cloud ecosystem, introductory pricing, that's his charter pricing, high touch support from Air themselves, multiple revenue streams for dealers down the road. And the other thing that I think is important is it's all from a single source, which I think is so important. We got to add that bullet because a lot of people are kludging stuff together with different people together. And I'm not saying it's not working great, but that puts the onus of making it all work on you, the dealer, for your customer. With this system, it's working. All you have to do is show them the light, give them a little bit of training, and they're off to the races. It really is a very straightforward and simple system to set up and use.
Those are two of the three things that drive us, Gary. Number one is that we don't think that artists should have to be IT experts, right? We want
Yep.
you to be able to focus on your craft. Number two is that we don't think it should cost the GDP of a small country to do a live event. We want to be able to simplify that and make it less expensive. And then number three is I don't want to have to go to a show somewhere and pay for front row seats and have some guy with a camera on his shoulder blocking my view, right? We want to make these things discreet as possible, but still be able to grab great imagery. So those are what drive our world, and we're pretty sure that your dealers will agree when they get this in their hands and get the wow factor. We kind of liken it to I've heard it likened to for those of us that are old enough to remember setting up sales calls and whatnot using a fax machine. The very first time you wrote and hit send on an email, that was it. There was no going back, man. It was easier, it was better, it was faster. That's what we are for the live production video world.
All right, I'm having a hard time keeping my hands off of this iPad, so let's do a little bit of this demo. So guys, we're going to take it to the overhead show, and this is a camera that I am controlling in your office, and you got the little Tiki God guy over here. So I want to show how I can zoom into him.
That is Ganesh, the mover of obstacles.
There he is. I can zoom back. I can go up to get the guys in the back there. I've got some presets, so if I get kind of lost, I can come back to him. And these presets can be set to be rapid or slow, so you can actually have them as a pre-programmed move. We have another shot altogether. I'm going to go to it. The bottom is fast and the top is fast. Remind me. Which one's fast? Bottom?
Let's find out.
So I'm going fast right now just because I want to show you that we can have other shots. And once again, I can zoom out a little bit. I can come across the parking lot. I'm in the office again. Hey, I want to find Mr. Tiki Title. I can always come back to my home spot again.
Go pan to something else. We'll show you how easy it is to do a preset.
Cool. I will pan to, oh, I think I have someone there. Going to come out a little bit. Sometimes when you've zoomed in too far.
There's Betty.
Oh, that's what I wanted to, I'm trying to get the camera that you have over there. There it is.
There you go.
I'm so bad at this. Once again, please remember, I'm the hack here. There we go. There he is.
Okay. So double tap on that so you can focus it. Okay, that'll work. All right. So now if you long press button 3, recall. Done. That's how easy this is.
So now I'll
Even
go
the
to
sales knuckleheads can figure it out.
I'll go to my Tiki guy, and now I'll go.
Double tap. Yep. There you go.
Cool.
Boom.
Very cool. Love this technology to be able to operate remotely. Nick, you're doing this one over here as well. So you've seen that he moves around a little bit. Do we want to get into some more of the advanced features, or do we want to review the charter program? Where do you want to take this next, Kevin? I like to keep these shows to about 20 minutes, so we're at a good point, but I also know that there's a lot more in here. So what I want to do is kick it back to you. Oh, wait, we've got some questions. I love this. So let me hear the questions, Adam.
Cool.
Work with other camera manufacturers.
Good question. First question, and we kind of hit on this a little, will this work with other camera manufacturers? Now, I want to do the quick answer right now. No, we're making it work with this camera because we want to get everything working perfectly. But that is not our limitation. It's a starting point. Tell us about where you're going. Can you name any of the camera guys you're working with? We just have to keep it vague.
I can't name them yet. What I can tell you is that there was a leak in the wild. I'm not going to go back there. What I can tell you is that there will be other camera brands coming next year, probably late next year.
Yeah.
We have to focus our resources on where they are. We know that the Zcam solution works great. We love the Zcam, but we have, especially in the last month, since there have been sightings in the wild of the Air One, we've
Yep.
been approached by a good 4 or 5 different camera manufacturers in terms of integrating their devices here as well.
And
So even the big brands are seeing this as a way to get better value and better functionality out of their cameras.
And Kevin, you know, I love this technology. And of course, I'm talking to all our cinema camera partners and saying, you got to talk to these guys. They're onto something big. So that's all we can say about that. But I want to bring up this slide because I think it's a cool slide, the cloud native production slide, because it really kind of is an overview of what we're talking about. So I'm going to give you the floor to kind of set up and close the show. But I think this is a good way to talk about it because we've shown you what the tech is. We've shown you how you can make money as a dealer. But there's a bigger picture about what this is really about. And that is true cloud native production with cinema level cameras.
Yeah, the robot is really the foundation in this, but really what it is it's an IoT device that provides for connectivity between the camera and what we do in the cloud. And as anyone that's done live production will tell you, it's typically there's a lot of time spent on, you know, as we've said several times now, connecting this device to that device and how do I set this up and how do I run these cables. We wanted to make that as simple as possible. So you've got connections in the back for your LAN cable. You got a connection for your power. You plug those in, you're good to go, right? Everything now can be done in the cloud. You can do your switching in the cloud. You can do your graphics package in the cloud. You can stream it out to any CDN. You can do your own storage, or you can use our cloud storage. And then you can bring your own apps if you want to use them and integrate them with us, or you can use what we've got in the package there. So really, we want to make the whole back end voodoo magic stuff of live production as easy to do as possible. So if you're a high-end live production company, this is something you can use to augment your existing productions. And if you're a high-end YouTuber, a house of worship, someone that's less of a professional level, this is something that can get you to that level with minimal effort.
Now, if people go to your website right now, these videos that we're showing up here, they can click on those videos. I don't want to do it over here because it always plays crummy when we're doing the show. We're using up so much internet,
Right.
But you can get some great demos about how this is being used. It is being there in the wild. I love the nature video guy. It's such a funny use of this. But the guy, you know, said, you know, if I'm out there shooting nature, they see me, they smell me, they run. And since this guy put this robotic camera here, he's getting shots that are just blowing my mind of, you know, birds literally, you know, sitting right in front of the camera or, you know, other wildlife. It's really amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite demo video as well. And I like it because not only is it cool shots, you get the slow motion of the 2 crows feeding each other, for example. But really what it does is it demonstrates what the app can do and how to use the app. It demonstrates what the robot can do, and it demonstrates really how great the Zcam is for capturing that kind of stuff. The other thing I want to talk about is the corporate events video is great too.
Yep.
That's where I see, particularly at this part of the year, for anyone that's pushing budgets and wants to get in on this charter program. That's where we see a lot of use cases because look, we're getting this through a webcam right now, but the CEO, the executive, they want to look good when they're doing those events from the stage. We make that super easy to do. We make them look great, and it's a repeatable process you can do over and over and over again. One of the use cases we're getting a lot of for this is with the remote interviews. So if I've got high-end talent, if I got a high-end executive, I can ship them this case. They can set it up with minimal effort, and then your tech can remote in and do that video and just have it be perfect. So I'm no longer doing this sort of thing while I'm giving an interview. It's more straight on into the face, and I can get up and walk around and demo stuff as well.
Cool. So to all Broadfield's dealers out there, take a look at this air charter program. Take a look at the technology, watch some videos, and give us a call. Get in early, get in fast, be an early adopter, be a leader. Find your customers who are looking for something like this. You have them. They're out there. They've been wanting this. This is a company that's delivering not just the robotic camera, but a complete remote workflow solution. We're really excited about it. Kevin, thank you so much for being on the show. Nick, thank you for operating this little sucker over here, my new best buddy. And please give us a call, Broadfield Distributing. We're really excited about this charter program. We're really excited to be working with you guys. Anything else you want to add?
You know what? I love working with Broadfield. You guys are great, and I think just it's a great teaming of culture, and we're looking forward to bringing this solution to your channel and to their customers, and just really seeing the great content that they're going to create from this. This is going to be a game changer for the world of live video. Cheers to you.
Cheers to Advanced Image Robotics, to the charter program,
Right.
to getting off to some big things, to revolutionizing an industry. By you guys have done some great work, and I know our deal is going to be enthusiastic to be a part of it.
I hope you're not driving home today.
Not for a couple hours.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.